The Future Ahead Book, a brief introduction to Chapter 1. At the beginning. Chapter 1. Until then. I refuse to be a slave or poor in my soul. I have endless joy that occupies my soul. I cannot explain it, but I can feel it. I love it. I was here before my physical presence. My life and existence are continuity of the past. I am a billionaire in my soul, and it is an abundance I experience. My human attributes are of higher quality. I think as intended by the Creator. Too far-reaching. Too close-reaching. The Creator is closer as too far from us. Nowhere ending. Resources provider. I refuse to be a slave or poor in soul. I am the energy of unlimited power, therefore, I am no slave. You, and I, and everyone else is here by the same channel that imagined all souls into existence. I deny any command that does not respect my humanity. Therefore, no one can be my master now and forever. Call it God, and I call it the provider. In the end, I love you all. My birthplace. I was born in a small town called Periang, which is now the capital of Ruwing State after South Sudan gained independence from Sudan in 2011. I was the last of 5 boys. 3 of my brothers were killed in the civil war between the South and North. Periang town had 1 boarding primary school, Catholic churches, and hospitals. At that time, education was perceived as something for the poor and children who misbehave. Besides, the school was too far from the village, and it was the only boarding school. Students would stay in the school for almost a month before they were allowed to visit their homes. For these reasons, it was a challenge for the parents to approve of their children going to school. On the other hand, the wealthy family had their children stay at home to help them on the farm. The boys were trained to be cattle keepers. Though my father had many cattle, our family was an exception. My parents could not talk with my father's sisters. That encouraged them to enroll one of my brothers in the school. In turn, my brother asked me to convince my father to allow me to go to school. So, one morning, sometime in June 1982, my father and I were on the farm when I asked him if he would allow me to join the school. He agreed and bought me a school uniform. That was my very first experience leaving my parents. My father would bring me milk every day. 2 years after I left them forever, I lived in sadness every day. Sometimes, I would try to remember their images and what they looked like. The book is now available online as ebook, paperback, and hardcover on Amazon, googlebooks.com, barnesandnoble.com. Get your copy today. For more information, visit us at www.onutime.com. Also, on my YouTube channel, Making Learning Accessible. Thank you. We're dang.